Hello, lovely people. It's Leah, and welcome to another vlog. And this lighting is proving to me that I need a colorful light in this corner. It's too dark right now. But I wanted to do more dark and cozy vibes for this because it is a vlog, it's relaxed, but you will notice pretty quickly that this entire vlog was filmed weeks ago. I still had green hair. I actually refreshed the color in this vlog, but I have a very fun existential conversation about voiceover, which is relevant. So I just decided to pop in Leah from the editing suite to fill in more information about what this vlog turned out to be, which is a light dive into how I make money as an actor, content creator, streamer, musician, etc. Really anything I touched on in these 2 days of working from home as a content creator could be expanded into an entire video. So if there's anything that you want to hear more about, please leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe to help us reach new people and grow the community. On this channel, you can find cosplay, home decor, horror, and more. And the more for today is talking a little bit about being an independent content creator and how I'm able to sustain myself in this field. Minimally, but we're doing it. I'm not gonna get into like the numbers of things. I'm really just going to show you a breakdown of what I do to make money, which would be voiceover, conventions, which I don't really touch on in this video, but you can see that throughout my channel, acting jobs, Twitch, and YouTube. But I would say like 80% of that falls in voiceover and conventions. I'm just here helping dispel the myth that being in the acting industry is super glamorous, and if you're on YouTube or you have fans on the internet that you're like making a ton of money. That is not always true. In my case, that is definitely not true. I'm out here just surviving, and I feel very lucky to be able to work on my creative endeavors full time. And that's really what this video is about. It is a light dive into how I make money, tactics that I use to make that money as an independent content creator and non-union actor, and show you what areas I'm trying to grow in. So let's get into the 3-week-old footage. Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to another vlog. Today I've got a pretty busy day ahead of me. It is a pretty busy work day specifically, or probably over the next 2 days it's gonna be pretty busy. So I wanted to take you along and just show you what a typical day looks like for me. And because this one is particularly busy, I thought it would be a good one to choose. We have a voiceover job for a mobile app, sort of like an explainer video. Another voiceover job, which I don't remember what it's for, but I do know the copy was really long and it's gonna be kind of intensive. So that'll be exciting. Boring was the word I wanted to say, but I'm trying to be nice. I have to finish editing a YouTube video and post that. And I also have an on-camera audition, but I actually think I'm going to do that tomorrow for a couple of reasons. One, my hair is looking a little faded, and I was just looking in the mirror before and I just said, I'd rather have fresh hair to record this audition. So I am going to refresh my green color today. My tea is done. What was I saying? So the plan for today will be to set up that audition before I go to sleep tonight. And really, I just want to show you, what I'm up to, what I do during the day. And for starters, it is 7:30 in the morning. My gym is open. I want to head over to the climbing gym, get a workout in before the day starts. So I'm going to make my coffee, hop in the car, and I'll see you at the climbing gym. So I ended up spending like half the morning working out. I went to the rock climbing gym. I didn't film anything there. I came home, I did some ab workouts. I like to use Chloe Ting's videos. I think they're fun and challenging and easy to do at home. And I didn't really get started working until 11 or 12, but that's kind of typical for me. I think one of the perks of being my own boss and working from home is I get to make my own hours. A lot of people working the 9-to-5 life, after work, that's the time they take for themselves, me time, decompression time. I sort of flip that. I do me time in the morning, and then after I wrap up work at night, I don't have as much time at night. So my decompression time is shorter because I work significantly later, But I find for myself and my mental health, having a lot of time in the morning to spend on myself helps make me way more productive. Like this video, I'm filming at like 9 o'clock at night. Now let's get a little into one of my newest forms of incomes, but also my lowest forms of incomes, but also the form of income I am working the most on, and that is YouTube. It's an investment, and working the conventions and doing voiceover has allotted me that time to dedicate to this and really invest in something I think will pay off in the future. All right, next on the docket is editing. So I'm going to eat my breakfast, my protein shake, while I finish editing my YouTube video. I did most of the editing yesterday. There's like the teeny tiniest bit that I need to do. All the sound is edited, all the songs are in. But like with my YouTube videos, I do the typical like jump cutting to make the jump cuts feel a little less jarring or more intentional. What I'll do is like for this first take here, this is like at 100%. Then in the next shot, what I'll do is I'll just increase it. It's kind of hard to see where you guys are, but like when the jump cuts happen, I'll like punch in a little bit. I'll do some like zoom in, zoom outs, that sort of thing. So that's what we're working on today. This is like an 11-minute video, so it should be pretty quick. That was actually a really quick finish. It is now exporting, and while that's exporting, I'm going to make a thumbnail. So I do 1920 by 1080 size for the thumbnail. Yeah, I think that's fun. This one. And then, okay, what am I actually gonna call the video though? Big changes? Yeah. Oh, and then I have this one font I use typically when I'm doing sit and talk videos. I have a couple fonts that I kind of cycle through, and I use dafont, DAFONT.com to get fonts. A lot of those are licensed, but a lot of them aren't licensed. And that's a search function you can use to say like, I'm only looking for non-licensed fonts. So this one is called the bold font. I don't know why it's like this pink color. What did I even use that for? All right, let's do white. Big changes. Announcement. Did I spell this wrong? Announce. Yeah, I did. Announcement. Big announcement. You know, it's not like that big of an announcement, but I mean, it kind of is a big announcement, I guess, like going from 1 video a week to 2 videos a week. All right, normally, yeah, with it, when I use the bold font and I do like a sit and talk video, this is usually the font I'll use. On the thumbnail, I will do a stroke around it, a black stroke, and then a drop shadow. Big announcement. And so typically the videos that I'm currently working on, I keep all of my files on an external hard drive. It's just easier for me. And what I'm currently working on, I'll pull into the sidebar here. So I always have this. This is like standard graphics and sounds that I use. So it's like all my intro and outro songs for my videos, the little like subscribe button that comes up and tells you to subscribe. I will add it in right now. And whip sounds that I use constantly, bells dinging. Yeah, anything standard is in here. And then yeah, these are the videos that I'm currently working on right now. But honestly, you may have seen all of these. But yeah, this is gonna go in here, day in the life, and we're gonna call it thumbnail. I used to not save my thumbnails, but occasionally I go back and change them. So saving my thumbnails as a PSD file that I could just like reopen in Photoshop is kind of the way to go with that. And then I also will save it as a JPEG so I can upload it easily. Okay, the video is almost done. So let's head over to YouTube. Time to upload the video. I hope that was interesting to you. I'm gonna go take a shower and I'll catch up with you when the next work thing happens. Things like eye-catching thumbnails, good hashtags, that's something I'm really learning as a YouTube content creator, but I am really understanding the importance of that and how a catchy thumbnail, a good title, the correct hashtags can really, really help with a video's success and growing your channel. And consistency. YouTube does reward consistency, so I try very, very hard not to miss uploads, not to be late. Sometimes I definitely am though, but something I'm working towards with my YouTube is to get a month ahead of my content so that I can put more time into the videos and not stress about them going live or editing them the day that they need to go live. So that is a big YouTube goal of mine right now, getting 1 month ahead of my uploads. Now let's talk a little bit about my work as a non-union actor. There are a bunch of sites, subscription sites that you can use to look for work. My favorite one, as someone who is unrepresented, is Actors Access. Especially since moving out west, I feel like there's a lot of work out there, and I've had a lot of success with auditions and callbacks, a few bookings, so keeping my fingers crossed I can keep that trend up. But here's a quick look at me just submitting to Actors Access, and later in this video you will see me setting up for an audition. I definitely feel like that's a video I could expand on if you want to know more about my audition process. But stay tuned throughout this video because there are also some good tips and tricks for memorizing and practicing your scripts before you set up for your audition. Also keep in mind this was filmed before the SAG strike, but everything I was auditioning for was non-union and would still be okay for me to be auditioning for now during the strike. I probably have to leave in maybe 10-ish minutes, so I'm gonna spend a little time sitting on the couch, submitting to some acting jobs. Hello, bright light. I am an unrepresented actor, so I do all of this myself. But honestly, I would say especially since dyeing my hair, I've been getting a good amount of auditions on my own. So don't let what anyone tells you the rules are stop you from doing what you want to do. So today I have 6 breakdowns that I'm submitting for that I think fit me. I'll probably check again later today, but 6 is pretty decent. But like for every 100 auditions you submit to, maybe like 10 will get back to you. Maybe you'll book 1. That's the name of the game. If you want to be an actor, you gotta be okay with rejection. Now back to YouTube. Usually the day that I post a video, I'll follow the analytics pretty closely and respond to any comments that I receive. Oh, shoot. Guys, I'm really good at this. I forgot to post my freaking thumbnail. My YouTube video went live. Actually, oh my God, it's actually doing really well. That's actually kind of surprising. It's doing really well, and I haven't posted the thumbnail anywhere. Normally I'll post it to Discord, Twitter, and Instagram. I would love to post it to Threads, but my Threads crashes. My Threads doesn't work, so I can't thread. I can't thread. Damn, I'm impressed this video actually premiered pretty well. But it's only like the first 2 hours. I like to see my performance based on the first 24 hours. So if you don't know this, if you don't post YouTube videos, when you post a new video, it will rank it from 1 to 10 based on your last 10 uploads. And ideally, I like to have my videos premiere in the top 3. It shows that you're growing, you're improving. Doesn't always happen. That's why I stopped doing song covers, because the covers were always premiering in the bottom 10. So it was like 5 through 10 would be my song covers, and that's why they were like really hurting my analytics. Whereas any other content I've done typically performs well. Like occasionally there'll be a dud here or there, but if you're consistently having videos that are premiering in the bottom half, chances are you're not doing too well. And yeah, my song covers were hurting me because of that. Convention vlogs always premiere at number 1, without a doubt. All right, thumbnail has been posted. Like this video if you're like me and you do 10 minutes of work, feel really, really good about yourself, and then say, I could take like an hour break, but I'm feeling good about the work I've already done today. I still have to do the 2 big voiceover jobs, but I don't mind starting those a little bit later in the day. I like to make sure my apartment is like nice and cold because I have to shut the air off when I record voiceover. And on a typical day, I would also be doing voiceover auditions, but because I have 2 jobs today, I kind of just wanna keep my voice fresh for that. Also, yeah, I did 2 voiceover jobs yesterday. I'm doing 2 today, and I booked another one today. So like, I'm doing good. I can break from auditioning for one day, you know? But yeah, I think one of the downsides of being my own boss definitely has to do with productivity, just because nobody's holding me accountable. As the years have gone on, I've gotten significantly better, especially this year more than anything, you know, the way that I've been able to dedicate to my YouTube channel and the way that I'm able to support myself in creative endeavors. And even though like some of my creative endeavors don't make me money, I still have fun doing them, you know? But I was talking to someone today about how grateful I was when voiceover came into my life. My voiceover coach, Anna Garduno, I probably took classes with her 5-6 years ago, maybe. It was the first creative endeavor that I did where I was seeing money. And it was in my mid-20s when I was still mostly waiting tables. And I always think of like, if voiceover didn't come to me when it did, would I have been burned out on acting? Would I have not really believed in myself? But like being able to see that tangible success and being able to at least support myself in some way with the money I was making in voiceover allowed me to take on-camera acting work that maybe didn't pay or anything like that. But if it was a good script and a project I wanted to work on, I knew that I had the voiceover work. It allowed me to go part-time at the bars, and ultimately, you know, with the voiceover work combined with all the conventions I get to do and then the on-camera work I do here and there, it's allowed me to take on creative endeavors full time. And it's one of those things that's scary because like you could lose it at any moment. Nothing is guaranteed, nothing is forever. If you're successful one year, it doesn't guarantee your success in the following years. And that unknown can definitely be really difficult. And I struggle with it sometimes for sure. Am I doing the right thing? And I mean, the answer is always yes. I think if you're an artist, you have to be an artist in whatever capacity that is, you know? You have to do your art. All right, that was work talk with Leah while she dyes her hair. That was super quick. The main voiceover site I use is voices.com. The membership fee is pretty steep, so it's not one I necessarily recommend unless you're like really dedicated to it and you've got good materials and time to be auditioning every day. acx.com is another one I use for audiobooks. That one is totally free, so it could be a good way to get into voiceover, but audiobooks usually require a little bit of production skill as well. If you wanted to get a starter mic, I recommend the Blue Yeti mic. That is a USB mic, but if you wanted an XLR, the Rode mic is really good, and the complete audio interface is the one that I use. Definitely another video I could expand on. Oh my God, this lighting is terrible. So I'm in the booth, I'm gonna record. Normally I record sitting down, but I'm feeling standing up today. Also, I normally record with headphones, but I'm feeling no headphones today. So I'm just sort of like resetting everything. It's gonna be hard because like I gotta look down here, but my throat is a little teeny bit sore today. And I feel like when I sit, it gets even scratchier, so I think standing is the call. I'm gonna move the camera a little so you can actually see it, but I'm probably gonna not do audio for the content because it's all like explainer videos. It's not like that interesting. It's not like there's some sort of like cool product coming out. It's literally just like, this is how this app works. That would only be relevant to you if you went to the school associated with said app. But still, I'm probably just gonna still not do audio, but let's get to it. It's hot inside this booth, so I want to get this done as soon as possible. Hello. Yeah, so normally I would do all of this sitting down with my headphones on, with the door closed, but I said why I was standing and stuff. And the reason I'm not editing now in the closed room is because it is super hot and I need to put on the AC as much as possible. Also, if you're wondering why there's a Tupperware container here, normally I have an apple sitting in it, but I already ate the apple. Apples are very good for your vocal quality. Bananas are really bad for your vocal quality. Fun voiceover facts with Leah. Okay, let me show you now how I edit. So before I listen to it, at this point, I have a pretty good understanding of what needs to be edited. So, okay, right here, we have this little line here. That's a clap. Every time I make a mistake, I clap. So it registers, and so I know where the edits need to be. And I'm pretty good at this point of recognizing, you know, the way the waveforms. And I know that this needs to be cut out and that's the beginning of the sentence. Sometimes I will make a fine edit in the center of the sentence if it's a hard sentence to get through. It's really easy to cut on letters like F's and S's. You can blend those together really easily if you want to take the beginning of one take and the end of one take. It's pretty easy to add them together. So like this here, I'm not 100%. I think this is where the cut should be. Let me listen. Yeah, so this is a little S sound here, and I'm pretty sure that's where it goes. Yeah, hell yeah. Look at me. Figure that out quickly. And then obviously this is like a long break. Sometimes I just take extended breaks for like a casual conversation, and the way that these explainer videos are usually edited, I know that's a good amount of time between a sentence for the next one to come in. But if it's like a promo or something, I'll usually leave like a second or so between because like I don't know how that edit is going to be. But this is supposed to feel sort of like almost like an audiobook in terms of the flow. I wish that you guys could hear it, but I don't think I should be. And in the end, I do listen to it just to make sure it flows nicely. So, and sometimes I have to re-record. Normally when, you know, I don't have the AC on and I'm just kind of sitting in the booth, I'll do the edits live, like right away as I see them, I'll fix them. But because I have the door open, I'm gonna go through the whole thing. And if there's anything that needs to be edited, I'll just pull it down so that I know what parts need to be changed. Goodness, I hope that this is interesting information. Ooh, my voice sounds good. I'm really glad I stood up. I was kind of nervous my voice was gonna be way too raspy today, but standing was definitely the vibe. I got 2 more jobs to do after this. Well, it's 1 more job, but it's like 2 jobs within one, if that makes sense. They hired me for like 2 separate videos, but I'm doing both of them today. Hello, hello. It is the next day. It is the afternoon. After I signed off with y'all yesterday, I finished up that other voiceover job, which took me probably about like an hour and a half to do. But now I have that commercial audition that I need to do that I set up for yesterday. My hair is still drying, so I'm probably not gonna do it until the later afternoon. Oh, actually, since this is becoming sort of like a tips and tricks video, I figured I should share with you some of the tips and tricks I use when I'm memorizing copy. So there's this app called Cold Read. There is a subscription for it, but it's honestly not that expensive. And if you're an actor, I highly recommend this. Basically, you can record your lines as well as the other characters' lines, and you can read them, you know, together. I don't know if that made sense, but let me explain. So if I said, just make a new scene. So if I record a line and I say, hello, my name is Leah, and then I record the reader's line and I say, hello, Leah, how are you? And then I say, I'm great, how are you? This is the stupidest conversation. Good, thanks. So now I have the scene in here, and when I press play, the app will listen to the cue word. So on my first line, the cue word is Leah. So when I say Leah, watch what happens. Hello, my name is Leah. Hello, Leah. How are you? I'm good, thanks. How are you? Good, thanks. So what I do is I'll record all of the lines into the app while I'm like doing my hair, getting ready, so that I can run the lines and be like super ready when I get in front of the camera. It's also helpful if you can't find a reader, you can use this. I've done that before. I still actually have to record the lines for today's audition. I'm probably gonna do that now so that while I'm kind of going about my day, I can play it and practice as I need to. So let me get to that. Hello, I'm set up for my audition. This is typically what my audition background looks like. And this is the only work thing I do in the living room, just because there isn't really a place to set up my self-tapes in the office. But other than that, I try to keep all the work stuff in the office. But okay, let me get to auditioning. Actually, as I was setting up for this, I booked another audition, but this one's commercial. And that one is a film. It's like a totally different character. I'm like this cyberpunk, futuristic sort of grifter person. I'm gonna do that one later. I'm gonna get Kelly on the phone and she's gonna help me. She's gonna read with me. But for this one, I just recorded my lines and I'm gonna read them that way. Normally I'd wanna sit with a script for a little longer than like 10 minutes. you know, I just received this audition. But the truth is, it's only like 4 lines. And because I have everything set up already, my hair's looking good. I did pin my bangs back for a second. I might leave them back, I might take them back down. I gotta see, but I'm supposed to be 16. I'm like a 16 futuristic cyberpunk chick. I think I said that before. And I'm trying to convince my uncle to let me go on like a stealth mission, and he does not want me to. But I did want to share one more tip and trick. So I'm incredible at memorizing, and the way that I memorize so quickly is I take the script and I look at my lines and I write them down in my notebook, but I only write down the first letter of each word. So now this is my script, and it no longer has words, it just has letters. And it's just a way to kind of make your brain work a little bit harder when it's reading the script, and it helps commit it to memory a little better. And literally when I say I can memorize in like 2 read-throughs, I truly can. Always with those first few read-throughs, I'll have the actual script next to me, so I can, if I don't know what a letter stands for, I can, you know, kind of peek. But yeah, truly after like 2 read-throughs, I'm usually pretty good. So if you see, this is what I just wrote. And I can use that to practice. So yeah, Kelly's gonna call me probably in like 15 minutes. So I'm gonna get all memorized on this, make some strong choices. But I think this is also a good place to end. I hope this video served as a little insight into what a typical day looks like for me and how I make money. And the biggest takeaway for me is that I don't really have a typical day. I could film this on any day of the week and it's gonna look completely different. And I really feel grateful that voiceover and conventions have granted me this time to focus on these other monetary sources that are not sustainable yet, but they will be. And I also wanted to show people that are maybe not in the creative field that it isn't as glamorous as a lot of people think. And just because someone is on the internet and their videos look really good and they have a lot of fans, it doesn't necessarily mean they're making like millions and millions of dollars or even close to that. A lot of us are just out here surviving and choosing creativity over monetary gain, hoping that one day the two will meet. And I really appreciate all of you enjoying my content, allowing me to do this. If you found this video interesting, comment down below, subscribe so you don't miss an upload. And please let me know if there's anything in here that was interesting to you enough to expand on. It wasn't a deep dive, it was a light dive, so we could deep dive on really any of these topics, really getting into the and more of the cosplay, home decor, horror, and more. And my name is Leah, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Let it go. 얼어붙어 like whoa. 띵하고 어지러워. I see. 한여름에도 난 겨울. Yeah, got your blood. Yeah, 너와 있을 때 I swear. 제가 먼저 zero 폭설한 그 chill day.